There are moments in life when everything feels uncomfortable, when you're doing all the right things, you're praying the right prayers, you're showing up, you're believing God, yet nothing seems to be changing. If you have ever wondered, God, are you still working behind the scenes? This episode is for you. Today we're talking about trusting the process, not the outcome you desire, but the journey God is using to shape you. Trusting the process is easy when things, of course, make sense. It's easy when prayers are answered quickly, effortlessly, doors open, and progress is visible. But trust becomes real when waiting is long, silence is loud, answers don't come when you expect them. The truth is, process precedes purpose. God rarely takes us straight to the promise. He takes us through the preparation. The process stretches us. It exposes our fears, our impatience, and our need for control. Sometimes God delays not because He's denying us, but because He's developing us. What feels like setback is often a setup, my friend. What feels like delay is often divine alignment. You are not being punished by God, trust me. You're only being positioned. While you're focused on the destination, guess what? God is focused on who you are becoming. The process builds your character over convenience, your faith over feelings, your strength over shortcuts. If God gave you everything you prayed for before you were ready, it will break you instead of blessing you. So what does He do? He allows the process to strengthen your discernment, deepen your trust, refine your obedience to Him. Of course, there'll be days when you question yourself, days you feel unseen, days you're tempted to rush, to quit, and to settle for something less. But hear this clearly from me. Quitting doesn't end the process. It only delays it. The very place you're tired of may be the place where transformation is happening. So don't abandon what God is using to build you, my friend. Just because you don't see progress doesn't mean God isn't working. Remember, roots grow underground before the tree appears above the surface. Your obedience in the hidden season matters. Your faith when no one is watching matters. Your consistency, even when it feels pointless, matters. If you're in a season where you're trusting God without clarity, you're obeying without confirmation, you're showing up without an applause, you are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you are definitely not failing. You are in a process, my friend. And if God started it, guess what? He will complete it. I decree over you that you will not rush what God is refining. You will not quit what heaven has endorsed. You will trust God even when the process doesn't make sense. You know why? Because what's being formed in you is far greater than what you're waiting for. Believe me. There are seasons in life, I know, where nothing makes sense. I've been there. You're praying, you're showing up, you're doing all the right things, yet the result you're hoping for feels delayed, denied, and completely invincible. Today, I speak to the heart that is tired of waiting, the heart that is questioning God, the heart that is wondering, is this process even worth it? I want you to know that what feels like delay is often preparation. So, let's clear this up right now. The process isn't that God is punishing you. It is because God is repositioning you. Every calling requires conditioning. Every promise requires preparation. And every elevation requires stretching season. Yes, of course, we love the outcome, but we often resist the process. We want the testimony without the test, the promise without the pressure, the victory without the valley. But growth happens in the uncomfortable places. The process exposes what needs healing, what needs to be released, what can no longer go with you into the next season. It confronts your fears, your patience, your faith, and sometimes your identity. There are moments in the process where you feel unseen. You feel overlooked by everyone. You feel forgotten by God. But let me tell you this truth. God does his deepest work in hidden seasons. Just because people don't see doesn't mean heaven isn't moving. Some of you are interpreting silence as rejection, but silence is often instruction. When God delays, he's not saying no. He's saying not yet. There's more I need to do in you before I do this through you. The process builds character before platform, wisdom before influence, strength before responsibility. Because what God is about to give you must not destroy you. Trusting the process doesn't mean you won't cry. No. It doesn't mean you won't question. It doesn't mean you won't get tired. Trusting the process means you keep showing up even when you don't understand. You obey even when the outcome isn't clear. You remain faithful even when it is uncomfortable, my friend. It means choosing faith over frustration. Nothing you are walking through right now is wasted. The tears are not wasted, my friend. Your prayers are not wasted, and your waiting is not wasted. Believe me, I've been there. Every delay is doing something in you. Every setback is teaching you something, and every closed door is redirecting you. What you're becoming matters just as much as what you're believing God for. If you're listening to this and you are tired, if you've thought about quitting, you're wondering whether all is worth it, hear this clearly from me. You are closer than you think. The process is preparing you for what you prayed for. And when the moment comes, you realize why it couldn't happen any sooner. So today, I want you to breathe. Release the pressure. Release the timeline and release the comparison. Don't compare yourself to other people. Trust that God knows what he's doing even when you don't. Because the process isn't meant to break you. It is meant to build you. And one day, trust me, one day you will see, you will look back and say, now I understand. So trust the process, my friend. Thank you for listening. If this episode speaks to you, please share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Till I meet you next time, bye from me. Take care.